Waves seemed like a great starting place for the band.
Recording drums for Waves has been one of the best recording experiences from a drum standpoint I've had in a really long time.
So recording Waves was probably it was the first time that I've had to record guitars on my own. Happened right here in this room. You can hear there's a little bit of a splash in this room.
All the parts came together and it just sounded like the ocean, it just sounded like, it really did sound like you were leaving the beach for the last time.
I used a JC 120, a Roland jazz chorus, to record all the guitars.
I have a really bad habit of collecting snares.
I tend to write on the piano a lot, and so a lot of times you'll get the mix back and you want more piano. Give me more piano, I want it bigger and deeper and I want it to fill the track, but the more we got into this one, the more you realize it's not really about the piano.
I had a friend who's a band teacher who got rid of a ton of stuff in his band room, and I got this snare drum, and it's a Yamaha, and I have no clue what series it is, but it's like a 6-inch deep, just yellow, and I'm like, that's cool, because it's yellow, and it needed some work, so.
I used a late 70s, kind of like an early production model PVT 60 for all the stuff. It's got that nice in and out of phase switch, used that a lot.
Got it to sound pretty good, so I was like, all right, this is going to be the Wave snare.
Yeah, it just kind of is. It sounds like what it is. It sounds like a beach song at the end of summer as, everyone's packing up and going home and maybe your relationship is over, but, it's something universal in that sense.
I took maybe about a week to really write.
It was just a lot of compressed, clean chorus guitar.
I think Nick did a lot of the initial synth programming for the demo and things like that. That arpeggio that we start at the very beginning that kind of goes through the whole thing.
Really enjoy the tones that come from the Boss pedals. They're very, very stable, very much stable pedals for that new wave 80s flavored guitar tone.
I think my favorite part in this song is probably the bridge. I love the way it builds and we go into that tombi.
So that was kind of the main sound, was that chorus that was coming from the amp, and another chorus coming from a Boss chorus ensemble.
The fill right before like the second half of the solo, the so cool.
Maybe even you're still looking back, but it feels better somehow. It feels like that's been completed, that chapter's been checked off, and you're moving forward from that point on.
And then a fun thing, I used a Boss metal zone.
I wanted to add some sort of creative element, and I felt, doing a little bit on the hi-hat would be cool, so that's why you hear the
not a lot of people use it, but it works really well for this. You get that nice, almost nasally distortion tone out of it.
So of course everyone wants to talk about the breath, right? The breath at the end. I don't really personally feel like it's that big of an asset to the song, but I also felt like it really needed to stay in there. There is a very particular special story for why there is such a dramatic breath at the end, but
basically it was that JC 120, a PVT 60, and then a whole bunch of Boss pedals.
I think this song turned out so well, and it's yeah.